channel. Before I start, I want to say, y'all, don't be talking about my pimples because I got like some menstrual cycle pimples. We all get them, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe before we even start. Y'all got time to do all that good stuff. But if you can tell by the title, you know that this video is just going to be like a life update / 2022 lesson so far. Shout out to y'all because a lot of y'all actually participated. You didn't have to, but you did. I got over 20 responses that I'm gonna go through today, but for the rest of them I'll probably just do a part 2, kind of like halfway through the year or something, or maybe monthly. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But I do want to say it's crazy how 2022 just started. It's January the 27th. It's January 27th. 2020. The year just started out, and we have already learned so many life lessons. Like, people has really been, even though like some of these lessons are like lessons that we've learned a long time ago, or people that are lessons that people already pointed out, but these are some of the 2022 lessons that people has been running into that they've, you know, already kind of figured it out. I'm gonna try my hardest not to get like real personal on these, but because people like really got personal. People was getting personal, and they'll say like, you know, this is personally for me, or this is real personal, or something like that. So people got personal. I have some life lessons that I'm gonna also share, and I guess I'll just share mine at the end. But yeah, before I start reading these though, since it is like a life update, I just want to say that I'm in a pretty good space right now, like mentally. Emotionally, not so much. And it's only because I let a lot of stuff get to me, and it just sucks being a genuine person. When you're so genuine, every small thing gets to you emotionally. And it's like you try so hard to fix people and their situations that you just forget about yourself, and then you end up in a emotional dump like myself. But you know, I'm gonna be good. I'm in a way better space than I was like a few months ago. If you would have asked me any kind of sob question in November, December, well, September, October, November, December, I probably would have just broke down crying for nothing just because you asked me a question. Like, that's how down I was emotionally. But January, I don't know why it feels like spring to me. Spring is always a good time for me. So like right now, I'm in a good headspace, like mentally, physically. Like, I feel good. Like, I just feel real good about myself, and I'm just trying to keep it up. Once I get my emotions in check, I'll be good. I mean, work is good. Life is good. I can't really complain because it could always be worse. There's somebody going through something. I understand that we all go through things, and there's somebody that's going through somebody out there wishing that they can be going through what I'm going through, which is really nothing. Yeah, we'll talk about that later when we get into these points. But other than that, I hope everybody else is in good health, good spirits. And y'all, please talk to somebody. It is okay to talk to people when you're going through things, like, because bottling it up is just going to make you run people away. It's going to cause more hurt than it will, you know, help. Like, you bottling these things up is going to cause some more damage in the end. Open up. It's okay to open up sometimes. No, I'm not telling you just be out here telling everybody your business, because if you know me, you know I'm not one of those people to just talk and tell everything about myself. Like, I like for people to observe things on their own about me, rather than me just going and just telling everything. But like, I'm learning to open up to my friends when it comes to me going through things, because a lot of stuff, yeah, we try to go through it alone, but it's so much easier when you got somebody that can hear you out, give you feedback, give you advice, stuff like that. So y'all, it is okay to talk about stuff. Like, it's okay, because a lot of times people like to hear it. Like, we like to listen, and a lot of times you might run into somebody that's going through the same thing that you're going through, and they just wanted to talk to somebody, didn't know who to talk to, and here you go, open it up. So now they feel comfortable enough to open up. Never be scared to open up about stuff, because stress is a real killer out here. Like, and it's really killing people. So like I said, just don't be scared to open up and talk to people. It's okay. Like, it's fine. It's fine. I'm telling y'all, coming from me, a person that don't open up, a person that don't tell nobody nothing, like nothing. I'm very surface level when it comes to a lot of stuff with a lot of people, and that's just how I was raised, you know. But I'm learning to open up. So y'all, yeah, that's a little life hack or life tip from me to you. It's okay to talk, communicate things. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into these 2022 lessons. I got my little notepad here. It's like 4 pages long. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into these so it's not so long. So my first lesson from someone was, y'all, I hope y'all really can't hear. I hope the background isn't really loud. But my first lesson is, don't care about what the next person is doing. No one can dull your light but you. And my take on that is, yeah, we gotta stop. We gotta learn to stop looking at the next person and seeing what they doing. You know what? Now that was stated, I do want to say that this generation is just doomed. Like, it's doomed. It's so social media driven nowadays that it's just hard. Like, life, it makes it so much harder. Most people they see things on social media, or, you know, in real life, they try to mimic what other people are doing, or look at other people's situation and judge theirs, when you can't do that. Like, don't care about what somebody else has going on. Focus on you, focus on your plate, and I swear your life will be so much better. Stop trying to compare your life to what other people got going on, and work on what you got in your circle. Work on you, yourself, and the people in your small circle, and watch how much your life changes. Like, oh my gosh, I can't stress that enough. That was a good lesson, a lesson that was pointed out by someone. The next one is, when you love someone and you know what triggers them, you'll learn how to communicate with them. And I know that one was personal. Like, I know that was a personal one. But I do agree, when you love someone, you know what I'm not gonna say you know what triggers them, but you'll learn what triggers them, and then you'll learn how to communicate with them. I'm not gonna say too much on that, because then I'll get personal. But yes, communication is key, and we just gotta learn how to communicate. That can fix so many issues. Like, y'all don't even understand. And I just feel like this generation does not know how to communicate. They just feel like, oh, you should know, period. Like, that's it. Like, there's no communicating. But me, like, I'm big on communicating when it comes to things that bothers me. But that goes back to me being this genuine person. I'm not gonna get into that. So the next one just says, keep going harder. Lesson 2022 lessons: keep going harder. Self-love and mental health are extremely important in the first steps to being a better you. I agree. Y'all, don't forget about your mental health and your self-love. Before you can love anybody else, you gotta love yourself. Like, you just got to. There is no way you're going to have enough love to love somebody else if you're not even loving yourself. And mental health, it's okay to go to therapists, y'all. I don't know why this generation thinks it's such a bad thing to go and see a therapist. But therapy is good for you. A lot of people need it. I don't go to therapy, but I used to in college, just because I was going through it. Y'all, college was freaking crazy. Like, it was a crazy time. But now I look back and I'm like, girl, you wasn't even going through nothing. You just, I don't know, crazy. But therapy, it's okay to go to therapy if y'all going through something that bad. And it don't have to be real bad, because therapy, it's not even about, like, sometimes it's not even about the advice that gives you. Sometimes it's just about having somebody listen to you, you know, or somebody that actually listen to you without judging you, or that can relate, you know. So definitely mental health and self-love is key. That was a good lesson that you pointed out. The next one says, always put yourself first. If it wasn't done before, then it's time now. I agree. That goes back to self-love. Put yourself first. You got to put yourself first, because there's no way you're going to be able to be there for somebody else if you don't even put yourself first. And I had to learn that too. But yeah, good life lesson. The next one, never worry about other people's opinions. Just do you and be happy all 2022. I know it's easier said than done, but we got to be happy, period. Point blank, period. Don't worry about what nobody else think. Do what you think is good for you. Live your life. That thing that you've been thinking about doing and just haven't been able to do it because you're worried about what people are going to think, just do it. Like, just do it. Just do it. That's all I can say. Just do it. The next one says, guard your focus, peace, and your happiness. Yes, you have to guard all of that. And by guard, that don't mean like keep your guard up or put your guard up and keep it up. But guard your peace, happiness, and energy. Your focus, you gotta guard all of that, because if you once you let somebody steal it, it's so hard to get all of that back. Like, it's so freaking hard. So focus on yourself, guard your peace, guard your happiness. Don't let nobody steal it from you, and just be happy. Okay, everybody ain't a true friend. Keep your work friends, party friends, business friends separate. I agree. That goes back to like me not opening up to everybody. We have to learn that friends and associates are different. You can't consider everybody a friend, because everybody isn't a friend. Like, everybody's not a friend to you. Just because you may be convenient to them in that moment, you may think like, oh, you know, I'm helping them out, they're helping me out, with friends. But everybody's not a friend, and that's fine. Like, that's okay. You just have to know, like, you got to be able to distinguish between friends, associates, and that. Like me, I have friends, and I know how to separate my friends. Like, my friend, I know I have this friend that I can go to and talk to about this. I have this friend group that I can go to and talk about business. This group I can go to talk about relationships. This friend I can go to talk about like my mental health, self-care stuff. Like, I can go to for advice. So like, I have my separate friend groups, and I think that actually helps keep things separate in your life and keep like balance. So that was also a good one. Another lesson is, tomorrow isn't promised, so live like it's your last day every day. That is one of the lifelong lessons that we always try to go by. But yeah, make sure y'all living your days like they're your last days. Like, nobody knows when our last day is, so just live your life. Live your life how you want to live your life. Live it how you envision it. Don't live it for nobody else. Live it for you, and I promise you'll be so much happier. The next one is, don't wait to wear that outfit on a special occasion. Every day is special. I try to like pick days out of the week to just dress up. Just because, okay, dressing up makes me feel good. Like, I love dressing up. I like doing my makeup. I like keeping my hair done. That's just 3 things that keep me happy. Like, you know how everybody has a hobby, or not everybody don't have a hobby, but most people have a hobby that keeps them busy and that makes them happy. That's just like one of my hobbies. Like, that's just something I do. So I pick days out of the week where I'll dress up, because I got a lot of clothes, y'all. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I got a lot of clothes, and I be trying to save my like outfits for certain special occasions, like she said. But I started doing this thing where like I schedule days where I'll just dress up and go take pictures. I don't go nowhere, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I go outside just to take the pictures, and then I come back home. So yeah, definitely wear your outfit, girl. Don't care what nobody say about your outfit. I don't care if it's 2 degrees outside and you want to go outside and take a picture in a mini skirt. You do that, because I'm gonna do it. I don't care what nobody say. Like, when it comes to me dressing my outfits, baby, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody think. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and that's it. Like, period. Nobody pays for my clothes. I pay for everything, so I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's it. Love yourself wholeheartedly. Stop allowing those to have access to you who shouldn't even be standing in the room next to you. Love yourself wholeheartedly. That goes back to loving yourself. You got to love yourself enough to know when you're allowing access to people. You're allowing people access that shouldn't have access to you. Like, period. Like, when someone starts to drain your energy, you gotta know, like, you just gotta know when to let stuff go. Love yourself enough to be able to let it go. The next one, everyone cannot go the places you go. Some journeys are better to travel alone. And some of these like are similar life lessons. That was the next one. Everyone can't go the places you go. Some journeys are better to travel alone. The next one, you can't please everyone, so do you. Also, everyone is not your friend. We already touched on everyone is not your friend, but to touch on the you can't please everyone, so do you. I had to learn that the hard way, and I'm still learning. Like, I'm learning. Like I said, it's 2022, and we have learned so freaking much. It's crazy. Me, like myself personally, I've learned a lot this year. Like, I loved a lot. I've learned a lot, and like, I'm just living for real. Like, that's all. Like, my goals and my focus this year is just live and be happy. I'm not trying to stress. Like, I don't want to be down. I don't want to be sad. I just want to be happy. Like, period. And so that goes to, you can't please everyone, so do you. I've tried so hard, like, and I know I keep saying like, y'all, that's my favorite word, but it's okay. Sometimes you just gotta say it's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. All you can do is try. Me, I am a trier. Like, I try so much sometimes that, like, I just forget about me, and because I'm so busy trying to please other people. And that just goes back to me being this genuine person that I don't know how to turn off. And that's okay. I'd rather be a genuine person than a mean girl. And that's fine. But at some point, you got to realize that, okay, enough. Sometimes enough is just not good enough. Like, love is not good enough. You just can't please everybody. So do what makes you happy. And yeah, just do what makes you happy. The next one is, somebody said they got to post more. And that's a good 2022 lesson so far. Like, they saying they got to post more, and that's fine, I guess, on the internet. And that's okay, I guess. The next one is always be prepared for somebody to switch up on you. Always. I'm always prepared. That's another reason why it's so hard for me to open up to people, because I already expect, like, I think the world would be such a better place if people came into things, whether it's a friendship, a relationship, situationship. Like, if people came into things with their intentions known, like prayer, let it know at the beginning. Let it be known, like, what you're here for. What do you want from me? What do you want me to give to you? Like, what is this whole exchange? Like, what do we have going on? And that's really what's wrong with today's generation. Like, nobody makes intentions pure. Everybody just wants you to assume that this is what we're doing, and we don't talk about it. And that's a big issue today. Like, that's a real big issue in today's generation. And I know everybody sees it. Like, I'm not saying that I'm gonna give up. I'm trying, because I'm trying. That's what I do. And I don't give up. If it's something that I really want, like, I'm not gonna give up on it. But it's just like, sometimes it's hard. Like, the generation just make it so hard for those of us that's real genuine and don't mind trying. And I don't know, it just drains us so much. But I'm not saying don't trust nobody that you come into contact with. Keep your guard up with everybody. But that's a good point. Like, you just got to be prepared, because you never know. People wake up feeling different every single day, and it sucks. Like, it sucks. You can be good today, and tomorrow somebody wake up with a whole different mindset and decide that, like, yeah, nah, you not it, you know? And that's fine. It's okay. But that goes back to communication. I feel like we got to communicate these things, because that can, like, really save a lot of stuff. Like, it can save a lot of friendships. It can save a lot of relationships. It can save a lot of situationships. It can just save a lot of stuff. Okay, so the next one, sometimes love isn't enough. Oh, these are from me. Sometimes love isn't enough, no matter how genuine you are. That was personal to me, because, like I said, I am a very genuine person. And if you know me, you know, like, you know. And I love hard. Like, I'm a big lover. I love so hard. If I tell you I love you, I mean that. Like, I don't just go around telling everybody, I love you, I love you, I love you. Because, like, I'm really stern. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a serious person, but, like, I know how to joke around and play and stuff. But you gotta get me there. And I just feel like sometimes it's hard to even get me to that point, because, okay, that's a different story. Sometimes love just not enough, no matter how hard you love. Love can't buy a lot of stuff. Period. Like, no matter, that's it. You can't change someone into who/what you want them to be. Continue to be the best version of yourself, and keep going. That's it. Like, we gotta stop trying to change people, situations, and let it be what it is. Like, it is what it is. That's how we gotta start looking at stuff, like it is what it is. Don't drain yourself. Don't try not to stress. That's easier said than done. And trust me, if anybody know that, I know it, because I'm a big stressor too. It's just only because I love so hard. Everything stresses me out, like, because I'll be trying and trying, and it's like, when you try, like, you try so freaking hard, and it's not good enough. Like, something got to give. The next one, don't try to change yourself to fit someone else's narrative, which is valid. Never stop fighting for what you want, but don't be so naive when the fight becomes one-sided. Y'all gotta pay attention to them red flags. I know the red flags look real green sometimes. Like they can look so freaking green, but sometimes it'd be like so one-sided, but you'd be so naive to the situation and so into trying to fix somebody and changing that you just forget like who you are as a person. The next one is don't beat yourself up if you know you've done all that you can do. Yeah, don't beat yourself up. Someone said it's survival of the fittest. Those that don't keep up get left behind. And we are noticing that there is a bunch of entrepreneurs on the rise. Shout out to y'all. I see y'all. So I mean, now I guess people are starting to realize that they see other people doing it and they're like, okay, I can do this. Like, we can do this. We can start our own businesses. We don't have to keep going and buy from from these people. Like, we can do this ourselves. So people, like, entrepreneurs are really on the rise right now. If you don't keep up, you're going to get left. So everybody should be trying to find a craft right now. Now is the time. Don't stress, love yourself. Those were some of the main points on the page. Someone said, don't allow yourself to continue to stress over things you can't change. Facts. Stress, like I said, stressing is a big, like, it's a killer right now. And it's easier said than done, I know. But do not stress over things you can't change. I learned that like a while ago though. Because like I'll be going through stuff in school or, you know, just small stuff, and I was stressed so bad over stuff, but I'll ask myself like, okay, so what can I do? And if there's nothing I can do about it, I'm just like, why are you stressing over it? You can't change it. It happened. Like, girl, let it go. So don't try not to stress over things you can't change. Someone said it's okay not to be okay, and that's fine. Sometimes we just need to give ourselves grace. It's okay not to be okay, but don't just sit around and dwell in it. Yes, it's okay to cry and be sad because sometimes we have to go through our emotions to get through them. Yeah, you got to go through your emotions to get through. And that's okay. It's okay when someone asks you it's okay. You don't have to fake it if you're really not okay. It's okay not to be okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So, yeah, it's okay not to be okay. Just try to find things that will help you take your mind off of the whatever it is that's not making you okay. You know, try to find your hobby or just do what makes you happy. The next one says, give the world grace. Everyone got something going on, and that's facts. A lot of people do have a lot of stuff going on. That's why I said it's okay to talk to people, because sometimes you might be going through the same thing that the next person's going through, and they just want somebody to talk to or somebody to listen to them. So it's okay to talk to people. Everybody got something going on. Just give yourself grace. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's okay to not have it all figured out, and that is okay. A lot of college students are going through this phase right now where they like graduated, but they don't really know what they want to do. Yeah, they went to school to do this, but now it's kind of like, I don't want to do that no more. Like, I don't see myself doing this, but I don't know what I want to do. That is okay. So it's taking people. There's some people that haven't figured out what they wanted to do, and they don't figure it out until they're like 50 years old, and then boom, they're a millionaire. Like, it's okay. Like, give yourself grace. Don't put a timeline on your life, because what is for you is going to be for you. And we just can't put a time on anything because we don't know. Like, life can be good today and bad tomorrow, or life can be bad today and good tomorrow. So my advice on that is like, just don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing. Be consistent, and just have some kind of goal. If this not what you want to do, just have some kind of goals in mind or in place. Just don't stop. Like, cold turkey. Keep going. Keep trying, and don't give up, because something's gonna work out for you. You just got to be consistent. The next one was learn not to take everything personal, which can be hard as well. It's better said than done. But that's a good point. You can't take everything personal, because if you end up taking everything personal, you will never be happy. If everything's something somebody does to you, you take it to the heart, you will never be happy, like, at all. You just won't. The next one said, take your health seriously. We already talked about that, mental health and, you know, just your health, period. Go to the doctor regularly, get your checkups, go see a therapist if you need to, work out, like, stimulate your brain, girl. Stimulate your brain. And then the last one I had, what was it? It had something to do about taking everything personal. Oh, my last one is, you gotta train your freaking mind to be stronger than your heart. Like, I've been hearing this a lot lately, but like, I'm starting to see it. Like, you really got to change your mind to be stronger than your heart, because sometimes if you let your heart talk for you, like, you'll lose every time. And I know, like, in my situations, like, that's me, because like I said, I'm a lover. Like, I love so freaking much. I love, like, I'm not a mean girl, like, at all. I'm a lover, and I'm real genuine. Like, if I say it, I mean it, period. Like, point blank, period. And like, I really have a problem with doing that, like training my mind to be stronger than my heart. But like I said, like, since this is a life update and like 2022 lessons, I'm just gonna talk about it. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's just okay. It's okay. And if it's not okay, it's going to be okay no matter what it is. We all go through stuff. I go through things, but I try my hardest to do things that helps me get over it. Like, not get over it, but cope with the small things I go through, because life can be hard, but it's not. Like, I can honestly say my life is not hard for me. My life is not hard. I go to work, like, I come home, I have time to do stuff with my friends, I do stuff with my family, I do stuff with my boo. Well, I get whatever, that's a different story for another day. But like, I try to surround myself with people that makes me happy, and that's what fuels my energy. That's what fuels my happiness. So, like, try to find groups of people that makes you happy, but don't try to put all of your happiness in people. That goes back to like loving yourself first. Like, because if you don't love yourself, that's what you do. You'll end up putting your happiness in other people's hands, and then anything they do ends up like triggering something or making you unhappy. Everything they do makes you unhappy, or their opinion starts affecting your moods and stuff like that. So, I mean, you can't, it's all, y'all, it's a new year. We got to start approaching things differently. One, make your intentions clear in the beginning. Do not stress. It's okay to be a lover. It's okay to be genuine. It's okay to take time. It's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay to talk about things. Like, communicating is key. All of those things is okay. Be open. Keep an open mind, but be intentional. Like, be intentional. One thing that's helped me has been getting up and actually being intentional with my day, even if that just means getting up and make my bed and then like do whatever I want to do throughout the day. It's okay to take time off. If you need some time, take that time. Like, it's fine. It's fine to take time. We all need time every now and then. I know I do. Some days I just sit in the house and lay in the bed all freaking day. Like, I'll get up and make my bed and then get right back in bed, laying in the bed all day. And that's fine. But I don't want to make this video too long. So if y'all have any more life lessons that you've learned so far in 2022 up to this point, you can leave them in the comment section. You can DM me on any of my social media platforms that are in the description box. Yeah, y'all can do that. If you have more topics or different topics that you want to touch up on, talk about, y'all let me know. DM me, leave in the comment section, and make sure y'all looking in my description box for like little gems and stuff and links to different things. I really appreciate y'all for participating, like I said, because y'all really did not have to, but you did, and it was a good little turnout. So shout out to y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna try to be real consistent this year. Like, I'm gonna try my freaking hardest. So y'all try to keep me to that. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.